Hey everybody! Welcome to another fun-filled edition of Hey We're Talking. Bob's trying to throw me off by doing funny faces, and it ain't gonna work. Hey, if you didn't know, Bob Peel is one of the co-hosts of this show, along with the other co-host, Derek Tant. And for some reason, I'm not a co-host, I'm a host, and my name is Scott Donnelly. What's up, and welcome to the show. Before we get going, I would like to say thank you to all the listeners out there, the people that listen to this show. We really appreciate you. We love your support, and we just ask that you tell your friends about it. Hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, or you can even email us at heywe'retalking@gmail.com. On all our other social media, just look up Hey We're Talking. And we'll be happy to talk with you and share a bunch of fun stuff with you, and we can just laugh and giggle all night till our heart's content. Am I right, guys?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Wow, we are pumped for today's show because this topic is just near and dear to the hearts of everybody out there, I'm sure.
And a lot of people are going to understand it.
A lot of people will understand it. But if you're not married, you might as well turn the show off. No, I'm kidding. Stay here because we might be able to help you. We're going to talk about being married.
Yeah.
Is there anybody still here?
Yeah, we're here. You kind of went on a little roll there, Scott.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, it's Scotty D here. We're talking, and we want to let you know that if you're a listener, we appreciate your support. Check us out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and
Why is
iTunes.
he doing exactly the same thing I just said?
Is he repeating it? I don't.
It was already bad enough that I did it all by myself. Don't repeat it. No, I'm just trying to infuse some energy into the show because before we started recording, Bob's just like, yeah. And as
I know what gets you.
Yes,
I know
you do.
what messes with you, so I love to do it, of course.
I don't like
We
that.
have energy, Scott. You got to realize, Scott, we got energy. We've got momentum. We're going to kick some butt today and this week on this topic. So you don't need to fire me up, Scott.
You're
fired up.
Yes.
I'm ready to talk about topic of the day, whatever that is. Go. What's the topic of the day?
Things nobody told you about marriage.
Hey,
Things no one.
before we start, we didn't celebrate Derek's birthday last week.
We did not. We were so busy and focused on the show, we totally forgot about it.
It's irritating that we missed it. I'm not happy about that. So, Derek, happy birthday.
Happy belated birthday, Derek.
Thanks,
yeah,
guys.
I
Appreciate
think
it.
Bob doesn't like people that celebrate it longer than the actual day. I think we've talked about this.
Yeah, people who have a birthday weekend or a birthday week.
So I've heard of people doing a whole birthday year. I'm not joking. When they turn 40, they're like, I'm going to celebrate the whole year of being 40. And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
How do you do that? What, you quit your job and
Have cake every day.
I know.
When that song become annoying?
Then 41 will just be a disaster. You'll be a fat loser.
Especially if you eat cake every day.
And that's what I'm saying. If you ate cake every day. So, Derek, happy birthday.
Thanks, guys.
Don't eat cake every day.
No, he's not. But I know for sure that he is going to celebrate or has celebrated more than one day of his birthday. I know for a fact.
Well, yeah, I get what are we after my birthday or before my birthday right now?
We're after your birthday.
You just threw the whole thing off. I'm trying to even though I messed up. Yeah, tomorrow's actually your birthday, but
in real time, but in
recorded
YouTube
world
and iTunes time, yeah, it's like last week or something.
Last Thursday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Family will celebrate one day, and then my fine coworkers are gonna. We always do a little something for everybody's birthday on a.
What if they don't do anything for you?
Oh yeah, he'd be.
No, they are because they cornered me in the office the other day. They were like, Derek, what do you want for your birthday? As in, like, what kind of foods? Mm-hmm. And they were like, and don't tell us that you don't care, because I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, because that's what you do.
Like, and so they forced me to give them ideas for what everybody would bring.
What did you tell them?
I think we're gonna go with like a finger foods kind of a theme. You know, we're gonna have little smokies. We're gonna have chips and queso. We're gonna have maybe some pizza. I requested like an Oreo based kind of dessert. You know, like those Oreo cream pies. You know, they were like, they wanted specifics. They didn't want just like a general, let's do Mexican or let's do whatever. No, they were like, give us some ideas right now. And I'm like, okay.
Well, that's because Derek's charge nurse, so, you know, they all kind of report to him.
I know, they got to butter him up.
So, oh, yeah.
Not really. I'm just... That's like the least amount of authority anybody can have in a workplace.
This is the second. Now I don't know if we talked to him about this, not on the show or what, but this is the second time in seems like consecutive weeks that Derek is going with finger foods. He had a family gathering where they were finger foods. Yeah. And now he's also going for the finger foods for his birthday with his coworkers.
Yeah. So what's up with the finger foods, Derek?
I know, Derek. What's going on?
I don't know. They came about separately and organically. I didn't have any planning with the family gathering. That came on by itself.
I don't care if you eat organic finger foods or not. I mean, I just don't know why it's have so much finger foods. I love finger foods, man. That is awesome. And when you talked about the Oreo thing, my stomach just growled. I started thinking about the queso dip. Man, I'm hungry.
Yeah, man. Derek knows how to celebrate turning 37 for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't like referring to myself in the third person. So I'm not going to do that anymore. In fact, Derek's going to stop doing that altogether.
I actually like it. That could be a new thing for you. Refer yourself in the third person. It'll be fun. All right, so today, as Bob said, let's get into it. Things that we didn't know about marriage going in. Is that basically what we're talking about?
Yeah, pretty much.
You phrased it better than I did. Say it again.
Well, things nobody told you about marriage.
Yes.
I mean, and this is a large array of things. I mean, it could be relationally, or it could just be things around the house, or this. I mean, there's all sorts of places we can go with it. And I'll start it off here. You know, one thing, my wife and I have been together for a very long time, and I never knew that women had such a collection of crap that could fill the whole bathroom sink.
Yeah.
And every cabinet in the bathroom.
Yeah. Let me just jump off of that because this is pretty close to what I was going to say. And I'm coming up on 24 years of marriage and dated for 5 years before that, okay? So we've been together almost 30 years. One of the things that was astounding to me, even though I dated her for 5 years, we didn't live together. So this was such a surprise to me. And I think this is a woman thing in general. Not all, don't get mad, ladies, but generally speaking, they are way messier than guys. Way messier. Just stuff all over the place, piles of stuff, things laying everywhere. It goes along with the stuff they use to get ready in the morning. The other day, and see, here's the bad thing. I have that, like, I'm not a super, like, crazy cleaning person, but there'll be a point where I get to where I see something and I go, I can't take it anymore, and I lose it.
Scott's house is spotless.
No, it's not, dude.
It is.
No. Okay, so listen. But there's points where I just go, I can't take this anymore. And I had opened this one drawer in the bathroom. And Cheryl, literally, it just seemed like she just tosses stuff in there. Like, there's no regard for where it's going. It's just crammed in there. And it has some of my stuff, too. So it has my electric razor in there. And I can't get to my razor because she just throws stuff in there. So I was like, one day I was just like, son of a, and I just ripped the whole drawer open. I took everything out and reorganized it. Now this is like a week and a half ago. I opened it up today and I was just like, son of a, it's back. It's like,
how about, when I mentioned that, Derek, you look kind of shocked, like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Fill us in on that.
Oh, I mean, a man doesn't usually have a whole bunch of bathroom products.
Right.
I've got a razor, I've got some deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, and the Beard Buster, electric razor, just little, a few things like that. So, unfortunately, in my house, and I'm halfway tempted to go into the bathroom and show.
She'll be so mad. Don't do it.
No. We have like a single vanity. We have a single vanity bathroom, which is just kind of, it's not the greatest, because the house we were renting before we bought this place, we had his and her bathrooms.
Ooh.
Like we were renting this it was a double wide mobile home. Had a nice big bedroom. There was a walk-in closet behind the bedroom, and this walk-in closet separated two bathrooms. There was the her side, which had a nice soaker tub and her own vanity, and then my side had the shower and a vanity, two toilets. I don't know why I quoted there, but yeah. And so I had my stuff there, but now we share like a real small single vanity, and, my stuff, I could have everything out of mine and it'll be just kind of scattered sparsely on the right side. But her stuff, she has, she's got a shelf behind the door. She's got the stand. She's got some drawers and like little shelves that she's put on the bathroom and all her stuff. And I get it. It's fine. But it's there's a lot of it versus me. But I don't have to look pretty.
Correct. You just are pretty.
I just do that naturally, guys.
Yeah.
So,
with our vanity at home, we've got 3 drawers on the right-hand side and then a big open, an open area. The girls have taken over the open area with straighteners, blow dryers, and whatever else is in there. They've got the 2 drawers, and my son and I share 1 drawer. And it's actually a half drawer. It's not even a full-size drawer. I had to cut the drawer down a little bit, so because the piping, the water lines were coming into the underside of the vanity. So I actually had to cut that drawer in half. So my son and I literally have a 6-inch wide by maybe 8-inch long drawer that we use. We've got deodorant. My son's got cologne, got a razor. Everything we could potentially have is in 1 drawer, and the girls take over everything else.
So yeah, you've got your whole family shares a single bathroom.
Yes, we have 1 bathroom.
That sounds like a GD nightmare.
Yes, it is difficult when especially if my son and I have to go at the same time. That's just not.
I imagine the smell is pretty ripe occasionally.
Oh yeah, my son and I destroy our bathroom.
Girls love that. So here's the weird thing that I do. I get ready like not in the bathroom after I take my shower. I come out and get ready in the bedroom because our bath, anyway. But I have all my stuff in my drawer next to my bed. So I just keep all my, besides my razor and my toothbrush, those are in the bathroom. But like I have all my deodorant and cologne and all that kind of stuff in the drawer next to me. So she can have
a urinal in the bathroom next to the bed?
No.
So here's another one. Let me ask you guys this. So sometimes, us guys, we got to go there and do our thing. Mm-hmm. And we look down at the toilet paper roll and it's empty. Okay? Then we look around the bathroom and find a half-used roll still on the sink or the shelf or whatever. It's like, why can't they move? I mean, they've used it a lot now. Why can't they move that onto the roll that they're sitting next to when they pee? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just one of those things like, come on, it's not supposed to be that way.
Oh man, we have in my bathroom, we have an awesome solution, and I give all the credit in the world to my wife for this, because in front of the toilet is the toilet paper roll where you put the toilet paper on. Next to the toilet, we have this little. It's like a cylinder thing that you can put you can stack four toilet paper rolls in it. And so if you run out, you just reach down, boom, one on there. And our toilet paper. What?
even
Go
if
ahead.
they did that, Derek, they still don't put it on the roll. They just leave it like they'll use it and leave it on the sink, or leave it on the.
No. My toilet paper roll is not the little springy one. Mine is like a little hook.
Yeah, mine
So
too.
you just
Slide it on.
pull it.
Yep.
You just slide it right off. Slide it on.
Yep.
Boom.
Yep.
Good to go. It never falls off. It's awesome. Thanks, Brandy. Love you.
I think we don't have that problem so much anymore because I think I used to. The one thing I will say is Cheryl will leave like the roll. She'll get a new roll, but she'll leave the roll that literally has 2 plies left in there. Like, hey, we could still use this. And I'm like, that ain't working. With what I'm going to have to do right here, the cleanup that I'm going to be doing, those 2 pieces ain't doing anything.
No,
So
that's just what you could use those 2 pieces to wipe the sweat off your
I
forehead
know,
as you're
if I'm
doing it.
grunting. Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's useless.
So bathroom stuff aside, guys, something that nobody told me about marriage, or something that I don't know what the title of the flippin' show is, but
it's called Hey, We're Talking.
I know the overall, but the episode title.
Okay, tell your story.
Things nobody told you about marriage.
Things nobody told me about marriage is that you have to be happy on your own first. Being married or being in a relationship, having a wife or having a husband or that is not going to make you happy. It's not going to solve your problems. You have to be a happy, content individual first before you can go into a marriage and that be like truly fulfilling or make you happy. Otherwise, it's just going to cause problems.
It'll exacerbate all your issues if you
Yes.
don't go into it with the right attitude.
Don't baiting anything on this show.
I'm sorry.
Calm down.
So yeah, I mean, you can be the best husband in the world, or you can have the best wife in the world, but if you yourself are not whole inside, it's not gonna make you happy. And so, and I speak from experience with that. And I know that later this week we're going to be talking about other marriage stories. But I was married once before, and I think that's what I got from. That's one thing that I have that you guys don't. I got an ex.
Yeah.
So I have a practice marriage under my belt.
Practice.
Thanks, Boontar. I appreciate for the.
Did he tell you? Was that what he said? You had a practice marriage.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a little, but yeah. So I learned a lot from that situation.
I don't know about you guys, but your personal, I'm sure you guys have your own dresser and your wife has her own dresser. How are your drawers compared to your wife's? Because I know, sometimes I'll help out and put laundry away and this and that. And then I go to my wife's drawers and they don't make sense.
No.
Maybe the OCD side of me, but it's like, wait a minute.
No, it's pure madness.
My drawers are boxer briefs. Hers are just like the regular cotton kind.
Nice. Ba-doom-tsh.
Okay.
Her drawers in her dresser. Go ahead. Bob, keep telling your story.
Sorry, Bob.
So no, with my wife's, there's no rhyme or reason anything.
No.
It's just a disorganized mess. And I it's like, okay, I've got this shirt put away, but every single drawer, she's got 6 drawers. Every drawer has a shirt in it. So it's like, okay, where do these shorts go? Hold on. This one's got shorts. This one's got shorts. Where do your jeans go? Jeans are in 2 different drawers. So to me, it's always a mess. And that's something that I just never thought of, or nobody ever said anything, that if I ever have to put laundry away, guess what? It's going to be just like playing a Rubik's Cube to try to figure out how to put laundry away.
So generally, I'm the folder of the laundry. So I usually fold everything up and I just put it in a basket. So I put her stuff in a basket and I put it in front of her dresser usually. Because I've gone in there too many times and just gone like my OCD wants to fix the whole drawer, everything that's going on. I made the mistake. I don't put anything that I use on a regular basis in our walk-in closet. And she's going to kill me for this, but I'm going to tell it anyway. I went in there the other day, this like a couple weeks ago, and I looked around and I was just like, I can't eat. And I just walked out because it was just pure madness. There's just stuff everywhere. Yeah. That's the thing that's so crazy is my wife is like so like detail oriented, but when it comes to her stuff, this is what she'll say to me a lot of times because we get into, that's probably one of the things that we argue about the most is I have a tendency to get really like, oh my gosh, we got to clean this or this looks horrible or whatever. And growing up, her family would do that as a hint, like, you need to clean this crap up. So if you go, boy, the floor sure is dirty, that's basically like, get out there and clean the floor. And I just make those comments like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how dirty this is. And she takes it as like, I'm telling her to do it. So that's where we get into fights. But she says she has to be so on in every other aspect of her life that when she is done, she likes to just be able to, let it all hang out. And that's the thing where I'm just kind of like, shut up, Bob. She's not letting anything hang out. Anyway, but you know what I'm saying? Like when she gets home and it's time to relax, she just wants to relax. And I'm kind of like, it's kind of like the dishes. I've talked to you about this before, Bob. Like when we're doing the dishes, I'm like, okay, I use this dish, and I don't do it all the time, but when I use the dish, I rinse it off and I put it in the dishwasher. Not all the time. I'm going to say over 50% of the time. But that's not the mentality of my wife sometimes.
Well, it must be opposite day here on Hey, We're Talking. And by the way, my little drawers joke, that's like the first time I've ever seen Bob get visibly annoyed.
I know.
At anything I've ever said. You, Scott, he's annoyed all the time.
Right.
He's never just like, oh, God, Derek.
I didn't know you were going to take it there, so it came by a shock. Like, really? All right, okay.
Drawers. All right, so in my bedroom, we got like a huge dresser. And I have three drawers that I use. There's like 9 or 12 or 18 drawers in the thing. I only need 3 because my shirts and my pants hang in the closet. But I have the top drawer for socks, middle drawer for underwear, and bottom drawer for shorts, which I wear like to bed or around the house. And I generally have just a kind of a happy-go-lucky, I don't fold them any certain way. I'll stack underwear and I'll fold them over and I'll stick them in the drawer and I'm like, great. And then I'll come back the next day and I found that they've been refolded in the proper way. And so I am not the folder. My wife is the folder, and apparently my way of folding the underwear, like the socks,
it's
and
inferior.
Shorts, yeah, the socks and the drawer and the shorts.
Well,
how
can you mess up socks?
I don't.
They're
fine.
Well, see, with that, there's no pairing of socks or anything. You just throw them in a drawer and pick them out when you need them.
What?
Well, I do.
What kind of an animal
are
you?
I do the thing where you place the socks on and then you fold the opening down. Yeah, I do that, and they just go in. Do
you go all
drawer.
the way so that they're a tube, or do you let the footies hang?
Well, lately I've been getting these like shorter athletic socks, the ankle socks. So because of these shoes that I bought, they're a little bit tight, so I can't wear regular socks. I have to wear like the athletic, the really thin socks.
This is going too far. Just tell us what you do with the socks.
They're tiny, but I just fold them in on each other. But they're about that big.
They're tiny.
They're about really tiny.
I know.
So I just put them in there. So it's no problem. But it's like the underwear, and I still fold them up fairly neatly. I mean, I'll stack them up.
Dude, you were in the military. There has to be like some semblance of folding stuff.
It was like in 2000 when they like really taught that lesson. That's 17 years ago, bro.
But doesn't it stick with you because some guy came in and was like, "Tant, learn to fold your underwear, you piece of monkey crap." Didn't he yell at you?
Yeah, they always yell, but but I don't make my bed with hospital corners just because I did it in basic training that way.
Maybe you should.
Yeah.
Maybe you should shut up.
Okay.
All right.
Things nobody told you about marriage.
We've only talked about messiness. I hope this is different than messiness.
I never knew that little time that I upset her would come back to haunt me 3 months later in another argument.
Dude, didn't that happen when you were dating ever?
No, because we didn't live together when we were dating. So we were married. We were dating for 2 years and then got married and moved in together. But so we didn't really have that problem. We were really young when we first started dating and all that stuff. But I've realized that over the last couple of years, and my wife and I really don't argue much anymore. But in the past, or if I do make her mad, she'll be like, well, we'll be arguing over, why my son didn't do this or didn't do that. Why I didn't have him do that while we were at work. And then I'll be like, well, I didn't think of it. I got a lot on my plate. Oh, speaking of plate, you remember when you dropped those plates back in 1974? It's like, whoa, what?
You weren't even born.
That becomes part of the argument. So I'm sure you guys have had something like that. Is there anything you care to share?
Man, this is like
sure,
an extra bonus size episode, by the way. Keep going though.
Well, no, you guys will appreciate this because back in 2015 when we went to that Nashville pipe show, I think all three of us were there, and we met for the first time. I went to Nashville that year alone. I went without my wife, and when I got to Nashville, I texted her. I was like, hey, I'm here, but I never really called her.
Ooh.
And I would text her a few things, and I went to a few stores to pick up a few things that she wanted, but I was just telling her, I would just kind of text her. She was like, and I got back later and she kind of let me know that she was kind of upset that I didn't call her and everything. And I was kind of blown away. I didn't know. I was like, what? I was like, I did communicate, but she's like, no, you didn't call, and you had this great time, and you're having all this great time, and you all you did was text. And I was like, oh man, I was truly sorry. The connection there is to talk, not just text.
Right.
And the following year, last year, I took her with me to Nashville, and there was a meetup. You guys didn't go.
No.
But she went. I took her. I included her in all as many festivities, and she appreciated that. And
it was smart of you to take her, because then it made her not want to go the next time.
Yeah,
it's true.
I'm going a couple of months, and I invited her back, and I said, you want to go? And she said, she's like, I enjoyed it. I had a good time, but
no.
That's your scene. That's your people. That's your activity, your hobby. You go, you have a good time. And when I go, I will be sure to just text her, right? No, I'm
make sure
call.
You call. Good grief.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah,
Scott,
I have invited my wife to the Chicago Pipe Show over the last couple of years just so she could see it and see what we do there, and she's not wanted to yet. So she does. Yeah. She'll go, and then she'll realize, yeah, I probably don't want to be there. She'd have fun though, I'm sure.
Yeah, we got to see her the first time. I mean, she met us and we had dinner and stuff, so that was fun.
And then she went home.
Yes.
I'm just happy that my wife is interested enough in this stuff, even though she doesn't want to be included in that. She still wants to hear about it, hear about the time that I'm having, and she wants me to share it with her, at least telling her about it, and not just, even though she when I go later this year, she's going to want to hear about it. And I get to hang out with Scott at least for a weekend.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. So I don't know if I have any other really amazing things to share, even though I've been married forever. I think there are tons of things. I mean, we could talk about this forever.
Because
Yeah, we
there's
could probably end, or we could end the episode now.
Oh, Derek says it's time to end. So let's go ahead. We'll wrap it up. I mean, we want Derek had to get his story out. Let's wrap it up. All right. So we're gonna talk about some more
You're
stuff
right,
on
I do
Wednesday.
that.
It is. It's an accident, but it's okay. It's beautiful. It works. It feels right. I mean, it's nice to kind of just have that screeching halt moment, and then we wrap it up. No, I'm kidding. It's okay.
I'm just a co-host though, so
Yeah.
you
know
do
your
what you want,
place,
Scott.
Tant. Step in line, buddy. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, so on Wednesday, Bob, we'll be talking about
doghouse moments.
So we're probably going to have some doghouse moments based on some of the things that we've said about our wives on the show. So we'll have to find out. But we will talk with you guys on Wednesday. We appreciate you being a part of the show. And as always, check us out on Facebook, heywe'retalking.com, and all the other places you want to go. That's where we are, and that's where you want to be. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you on Wednesday.